How's everybody doing? You should be able to hear me, just making sure. Doing some last minute checks. How's everybody doing? Oh, let's do that. Okay. Hey Eric, thank you for joining. Good to see you. All right, so a breakdown of what we are discussing. We are going to be talking about day trading chat rooms. Some people think they're good, some people think they're bad. If you asked me about 6 months ago, I would say absolutely not, but I'll cover that a little bit more. My plan for Monday, of course, we've seen the stocks, BPTH. I spoke about this yesterday. I was actually hosting on a different YouTube channel, but for maybe the individuals that are subscribed to me that didn't see the notification through YouTube, I can cover that again. Also, I was looking at some other stocks, some penny stocks, and of course, a lot of traders like the penny stocks. They cost less, they could be more risky, but with BPTH, I mean, that was a penny stock, and now, you know, it's done what it's done. Now, people ask me all the time, do you trade options? I'm sure that's going to be a question in the in the chat. I'm sure Cody will join and spam me with, do you trade options? But MYL is one that I want to cover over to give people an idea of this is how you can see maybe stocks that would be swing trades. So options trading doesn't necessarily have to be a swing trade, but just determining how to look out for those. I'm a day trader. I like using the 1 minute charts. I don't really even look at the 5 minute charts because I'm not in the market long enough. I'm only in the market for about 5 minutes, and then that's my trading day. And then of course we'll move over to the cryptocurrency. Spectre security is a coin that I'll be talking about in great depth. Definitely an amazing, intelligent team. There's just so much to cover. I'm definitely excited about it. And then we'll be talking about Circuit. So Circuit is a cryptocurrency that I'm a part of the team. Definitely looking forward to the release of it. I'll give some background information. Of course, we don't have, I guess, the finer things in stone. And we're currently working on it, definitely around the clock. And I wanted to ensure that, you know, we have everything firm before we do release it to the public, because we're not wanting to release something and then go back. You know, we would definitely want to be confident when we bring it towards everyone else, of course, investors. But yeah, that's about it. So let's go ahead and roll the intro. All right, let me move over here. There we go. Now gameplay, how you doing? GLBS looks good, not trade one. Oh my goodness. See, that's one thing. A lot of people are asking me, did you trade BPTH? And this is basically the breakdown. So the one day that was moving, it wasn't tradable through TradeNet. And I said, okay, fine. And let me go ahead and switch over to it right now. Make sure you guys can see it. So then when this huge spike occurred, of course it was green. It was bullish. I mean, very bullish. And I normally don't short stocks that are bullish, especially the way this one was acting. I mean, let me actually just go ahead and show you guys. So it was halted multiple times. I mean, oh, no, we're still going up. These little gaps are where the halt was actually occurring. It got halted on the way up. We have a double top. You look at the high, 73.52. 73.52, perfect double top. And then it actually got halted multiple times on the way down. It was just you could easily blow your account. Depending on the share size they were using, you could easily blow it. So I said, okay, I'm just gonna take a step back. And then of course, Friday, I don't trade Fridays, so that was an opportunity. Of course, Monday is coming, so that's something that we will speak about. So thank you for pointing that out, Eric. Let me actually just go to take a look. GLBS, nope, not tradable. So hopefully, hopefully it is tomorrow. And that's unfortunate. The thing with TradeNet, excuse me, I love a lot of the features of it. I love that the commissions are low. I don't love that there's ECN fees because there shouldn't be. None of your orders go to the market. It's CFDs. I love that you can short things that are short sell restricted. Basically, if a stock moves lower than 10% on the day, you're not allowed to short it. But it's kind of funny, things can go up hundreds of percent and you can still trade them. So that's just the kind of interesting thing. But let me go ahead and we will switch over. That's coming up soon. Boom, right here. All right, chat rooms. Let me make sure everyone can see that. As good as we're getting. Okay, so chat rooms. What do I think about chat rooms? I think there's a lot of benefit when it comes to a day trading chat room. We're actually just looking at the basics. If I was a new trader, I had no idea what the stock market was, which was, a few years ago. I had no idea. No one had mentioned it to me or however. Volatility trading. So he actually did a video on chat rooms, I believe the other day. I actually checked it out, and now I'm doing my own little spin on it. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's definitely something to look at. When I first started day trading, I was in a chat room. I'm not quite sure if volatility trading has been in a chat room before. But it's nice that you get to understand the basics. When I first came into trading, I had no idea how to gather my own watch list. People would say, look at this stock, look at this stock. I had no idea where they're gathering the information. So my trading day at that time was consisting of, I would get into my broker, then I would get into the chat room, look real quick at what everyone else was looking at, then get back into the broker, and then try to make my trades, and it didn't really go too well for me. But it is nice that you can surround yourself by people that may have more knowledge than you, and then again, just get an idea of how you can critique your own trading strategy. Last night, I did watch your videos. Definitely did check him out, and I love the interview. So he was interviewed by a gentleman. Definitely a good video. If you haven't checked them out, definitely do so. Where was I? Oh my goodness. All right, so we'll just go back to the basics. So within the chat room, as you can see here, I'm just using Warrior Trading as, just the template. There's so many chat rooms out there. There's chat rooms that you actually go through programs like this. There's chat rooms that people set up on YouTube. They're really everywhere because that's how people are getting that passive income. Being a trader in the market, you're not going to be green 100% of the time, but you technically will be green 100% of the time if you make programs like this. And a lot of day traders, they do well. They gain some knowledge, and then they open these chat rooms, and then they just kind of step away from trading because trading isn't always guaranteed. I mean, you could blow up your account, but this money is always guaranteed as long as you're bringing in the customers. Hey, Shirley. Talking about how it can benefit you to be in the chat room if you are new. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so a lot of people don't know I have really bad short-term memory loss. Which, I mean, I guess that's the reason I'm in the stock market for a very short time, because sometimes it's difficult for me to retain the information. So sometimes I lose track, I have to get back to it. But yeah, being new in the chat room, I just want to break down, again, Warrior Trading is just a template, break down, like we have $99 a month. Okay, well that's for a year, so multiply that by 12, 197. The chat room that I was in was 197. And this was actually run through Skype. Basically, whoever was in charge would type, buy it at this price, sell it at this price. And with Warrior Trading, you actually have the live, so you can watch them or however. And then, of course, the quarterly membership. Just breaking down, I was actually looking at this a little bit. I haven't really looked at too much. I was looking at it a little bit before the stream commenced. And it's kind of funny that they word it a certain way to make it look like, holy crap, I'm getting this amazing deal, but it's really, they're just saying the same thing over and over again. So the access includes the chat room access. Okay, yeah, I hope, I hope I'm not paying $99 to not have chat room access. So, okay, and again, I'm not hating on Warrior Trading. Ross, he has his own trading style. All I'm doing here is just advocating what I think about chat room. It's just my personal thoughts. No one has to agree with me. It's just someone that's been in a chat room before and then actually, years later looking at it and being like, did I really need this? And it's equivalent to TradeNet. Some people make videos about TradeNet. They say, all these horrible things, but they never use the broker. They've just heard stories. And I mean, I've heard stories all my life about whatever. So actually getting a first take at it, it's a little different. Okay, so chat room access, boom. Okay, I'd hope so. Daily live audio, video feed of Ross and mentors. That's part of the chat room access. Market commentary. Okay, that's part of the live audio feed. Okay, so moving on. Daily hot stock watch list. Okay, live streaming stock scanners. So that's the big thing. I'll say the biggest thing about this that people want to see is the stock scanners. I've never used a stock scanner. I don't need to use one, just how I've developed my trading style. But some people solely want the stock scanner, and some people will solely follow other individuals because they use a stock scanner. And that comes down to YouTube traders. They'll basically say, hey, we're doing live trading in the morning. They'll say a few words, and then they'll just put the stock scanner up. And that's basically the live stream. I don't believe in that. Every time that I go live when I trade, I actually make trades. So, it's just a different mentality, I suppose. Then access to our proprietary news feed. Okay, cool. All right, 3 bonuses for the annual chat. All right, let's get into this. So we get access to the high of day momentum scanner. Okay, it's like the stock scanner. I mean, yeah, it has a different function, but it's still just a stock scanner. Access to our gap scanner. Okay, and then access to and that's the funny thing, access to trade reporting sheet. That's equivalent to basically having an Excel sheet, which is in the Wolfpack Discord. You can actually just get that. We don't charge anything. It's basically where you would place what trades you took, your in and out, your average that you had, your P&L, and basically, again, just keeping track of it. So I'm not hating on Warrior Trading. I don't really care enough to hate on them. I'm just saying a lot of things are reiterated in this. So chat room access, well, obviously you would have chat room access, so we could just kind of delete that off. It's assumed, I would think. But again, it just comes down to how you're marketing this. A lot of day traders turn into marketers. So they may gain some knowledge. I'm not saying Ross is a bad trader by any means. I'll cover a little bit of the psychology behind it and the mentality, just again of my personal my personal opinion. But it goes to marketing and again the passive income. You're not always going to make money in the stock market. You could easily lose everything. But if you're making these programs, then you're guaranteed money as long as you're bringing customers in. Now, again, if anyone has any questions whatsoever, please let me know. I'll answer any questions you have. Okay, so the mentality behind the day trading chat rooms. So basically what occurs with a lot of these chat rooms, I can only really think of these momentum chat rooms. They're just momentum traders. Now there are some chat rooms that you'll have, buy at this, and then also you can short at this, but a lot of them are geared towards momentum. Reason behind this is whenever I'm trading, I want to think about what the other side's thinking, but I also want to think about what my side, the bears, are thinking, because I want a lot of people to short when I short. This just ensures that I get the breakdown that I want. If I'm the only person shorting at a certain point, then I'm going against the flow of the market. I'm going to lose a lot of money because no one's with me. There's definitely power in numbers when it comes to the stock market. So what occurs is you have a leader of the chat room, and you have, some people have 500 people within the chat room, thousands of people. And when you have thousands of people buying a stock at one time, then of course it's going to pump it up. There's only so many shares available at a certain price before it moves to the next price. That can be seen at level 2 within the broker. There's so many shares until it moves to the next dollar amount or cent amount or however. So the individual that's in charge of the chat room, may say, hey, buy it at this amount. Now, normally what takes place is the person in charge of it has already bought in before they say buy it at this price. This is just ensuring that, let's say they bought it at $5 and they say buy at $5.20, they don't know what the hell that was. That 20-cent movement, you know, that's basically, I mean, that's just icing on the cake or however. So once they get that 20-cent movement, they know in their mind, once it hits that 20 cents, then I'm going to get this huge influx of traders buying this one stock at one time. And that's when you're seeing a lot of the pumps, just like BPTH could be an example. I mean, we saw it go from opening around, I think it's $21, $18 or so, going up to over $70. I mean, a lot of those pumps were occurring. And then additionally, when they say sell at a certain amount, those sellers that are taking place, someone has to actually buy those stocks. There's a lot of, it's a very fine line of, I want to make sure I word this right. I don't, in a sense, they're making money off the back of their viewers. That's about politically correct as I can get. I'm not saying that they're basically slaughtering the sheep, but with any type of order, there has to be the opposite order to take place. If I'm buying something, I need someone to sell it to me, and then of course the opposite. So you just want to be very careful in that. I know when I was in the chat room, you know, I was really excited one day that I still remember this, that I made a trade and I made like 20 bucks, and it was just like, wow. And then an actual message came out to buy a stock at this amount, and I bought the stock and then just ended up getting slaughtered through it. So I think at that point, I basically said, I'm done with these, and that coins the whole Lone Wolf, because I was really just on my own trying to figure everything out. There really wasn't too many people there to help me, and with the chat rooms, it just wasn't working out. I had to figure out my own technique and stuff. Stupid internet. Did your internet go out? But yeah, so that's basically what I'm talking about when it comes to the chat rooms. A lot of people are still going to get into the chat rooms or however, and they're going to feel more secure. And again, when you're starting out, it's nice to surround yourself by traders that have more experience. You don't have to be in a chat room to do it, because the mentality is different. Not everyone's really going to be looking out for like maybe what's best for you. If you have maybe friends that are day trading and they're going to really tell you how it is, you know, that's a good way. Within the chat room, you know, people are going to be civil, just to ensure that the leader, whoever's in charge of that, they're not losing people. They're thinking, let's say Warrior Trading's chat room is toxic. I don't want to be in there. People will say that I suck when I trade. I'm losing money, and you know I'm out of here, because they're losing money. They're losing this 99 or 197 or however. So again, you just want to be smart when you're making decisions of what route you want to go when you're starting out. Another thing I did want to talk about was paper trading. I believe Warrior Trading offers paper accounts. It's equivalent to a demo account. I think that's a great way to go when you start day trading. You know, starting out day trading, you don't want to risk your own money. Having a paper account, you have the ability to get in there, get a feel of everything, you know, and then basically, again, it really comes down to not risking your own money. My first 2 days of trading with a real account, I lost over $1,000. That wasn't fun. I had no idea about paper trading because I didn't really have anyone to reach out to. It was really just me in the market trying to figure out everything. And then it came down to watching a lot of YouTube. So, and then, you know, now you have this sitting right here. And I think I've done fairly well. Really coming back from not having too much of a background, not knowing what the stock market is whatsoever. So I can't complain about that. Let me go ahead and switch over to let me move over. No, that's fine. All right, BPTH. So I talked about this yesterday in another live stream. Basically what occurred as we look at the daily, I mean, we have a double top right here. It goes wild. Now there was good news, and it was regarding like the medical. When anything has any type of news regarding cancer or anything like that, there's always a really big hype to it. You know, of course, finding a cure for cancer would be phenomenal. So people get very excited about it. And of course, chat rooms and whoever, they're going to get into this, and you know, they're going to pump it up even more. Next thing you know, I mean, this occurs where it's actually halting, and it's halting on the way down, and then it just kind of, it's starting to go sideways a little bit. Now I have a feeling, now we see this daily candle right here. I'll go ahead and zoom in. It stops right at $21. So the low is $21, it hits it, and then it actually closed right at $21. So if we're able to break that 21, we're able to actually get a support line going across right here. That would be great. I think there will be some type of pullback just because there are people out there that see BPTH made this huge move over $70. They have a feeling that it's going to bounce back. I mean, if it's at $70, it could be at $70 again, right? That's kind of the mentality. And then also people that may have bought, you know, way up here, they're seeing that it's all the way down here, and they're trying to average out because their average right now is like $70. So they're like, crap, it's now $21. Okay, let me see if I can buy more shares and get my average down to like 30. And that's just the mentality around it. Oh, let me move this over. Live stream trading is the most honest room I've come across. Jeff is a great teacher and patient as all get out. Plays mostly short side, plays are 80%. Wait till the day company finds a kick. Okay, live stream trading. Okay, I mean, that's good. I mean, there are honest people out there, don't get me wrong. You know, there are traders out there that are very fake. I've called them out multiple times. I'm not afraid to call anyone out. That's just kind of how it is. You know, when I call people out, I'm basically standing up for, you know, anyone that follows me, any subscribers that I have that trust me to make, you know, basically give them the rundown. I mean, I'm not going to tell you, yeah, he's kind of, I don't know. I'm going to tell you how it is. You know, if I don't think that person's real, then that's how I'm going to come across. As you can see, I mean, you can see with my account number right here. I mean, this is a real account. I'm not using a paper trading account. I've advocated when you're starting to day trade, yes, use a paper account, a demo account, however, because you're starting out. You know, you got to get your feet wet a little bit before you jump in. But when it comes to day traders that are using demo accounts and they're racking up these huge numbers, they're not being honest. That's just kind of how it is. I was speaking with a gentleman, and he said, well, I don't care if they're using paper accounts as long as they're, you know, using their techniques. And I can't agree with that 100%. When you're using a paper account, you have a different mentality overall. I mean, you're going to jump in when you probably shouldn't, with the size that you probably shouldn't. You're going to be more prone to take trades that may be a little iffy. It could possibly work out. It could possibly work out. But it's going to be a little more iffy. Oh, let's see. Eric, wait till the day a company finds. Yeah, I mean, that would be phenomenal. That would be phenomenal if that did occur. You know, I know a lot of companies are working towards that. So if the cure for cancer was found, I mean, that would be amazing. You know, saving so many lives, that'd be great. So yeah, and there would be a crazy spike. The spike would definitely occur. It would probably be priced around Amazon or Google. I mean, it would be wild. So yeah, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, if you like to look at any stocks, you have any in mind, basically my idea for Monday's trading is hopefully GLBS becomes tradable. Now this one actually had a pump in we actually take a look right here. So this is the actual daily right here. This is from market open to market close, 9:30 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I go to after though, I mean, we have this huge movement right after market hours. So it's up in the aftermarket. It will more than likely be up in the pre-market. I have a feeling if it's up in the pre-market, As soon as it opens, depending on how it acts within the thirst, that's one thing you have to look at. From 9:27 to 9:30 is vital. That's why I'm able to trade the first minute candle. You have to understand how the stock moves from 9:27 to 9:30. Now, if a stock's up, it's beautiful if it holds. It actually holds from 9:27 to 9:30, because around that time, a lot of people are going to start selling off what profits they made in the pre-market. If it holds, as soon as 9:30 comes around, then you're going to have a great pullback that even more people are going to be able to jump in, because not a lot of brokers have the ability to trade pre and post market. Now, if it has a dip, like within that 9:27, 9:30, then you're not going to really have a lot of potential in that one. But of course, with the stock being up, there will be a pullback. People will be taking profits in the pre-market. That's just how it goes. That's how my trading works. If a stock is down within the pre-market, once 9:30 comes, people, of course, when you're short, you have to buy to get out of that trade. You sell first and then you buy second. So then that huge momentum spike occurs because people that shorted are buying, momentum traders are buying, people that bought it when it was up here and now it's down here, they're buying because they want to average out their cost, because they said, oh, I bought this at $20 yesterday, now I can buy it at 10. Oh, hell yeah. So they're buying. And then I short the top of that momentum spike. Now I have a lot of fail safes in place, because a lot of people say, well, that's really risky. You don't know where the top is. I don't know where the top is. I have no idea where the top is. It could go to the moon. But I do have a few things that I'm actually have set in place, so I'm not blowing up my account or adding all the way up to the moon. All right. Squeaky chair. Let's see. I agree with you 100%. Many pump rooms out there. Love watching you. Crack me up often. Thanks, Frank. I really appreciate that. I try to keep it fun. Yeah, I'm like no day trader. There are some day traders that are like me, but I don't keep it serious. I mean, the stock market is serious enough. You know, people can lose everything in the stock market. I've had really bad days in the stock market. I've also had really good days, but it can destroy you. It truly can. So outside of the market, you know, I really like to just have fun with it. Obviously, I have a cat on my screen. I'm a pretty laid back guy, you know. So GLBS, definitely looking at that. Of course, BPTH, I'm a little iffy on this one. I don't think I would trade it just because it was down 46%. Now, of course, it was up, I think it was like 250, 300%. So yes, and now in return, we're down 46% on Friday. I think there's going to be a little bit of resistance at that. Now, it could continue to push down. I'm pretty sure it will. If we go all the way to RKDA, I was telling people in Twitter, I could actually bring it up, but I sent out a message. If we go right back over, I sent out a message at 9 o'clock on the 7th of March. And I said, this is going to be just like RKDA. You can look at my Twitter feed, it's there. I showed it yesterday. So right here at 9 o'clock, I said, this is looking like it's going to be just like RKDA. A lot of people didn't understand what I was saying. If you look at RKDA, okay, Jonathan, how is this going to be just like RKDA? Look at this. No, I'm talking about, we take it back a little bit and we see this huge push right here. I mean, we're going up all the way to $66. We're starting down here at $6. And I said it's going to be just like RKDA. So we have this huge push up and then a return to penny stock status, meaning it's about $5. I mean, now it's like $7, but I mean, it goes all the way back to $3, $4. So that was something that I was looking at. I don't know if I'll be actually looking at BPTH. Of course, I always look at the stocks in the pre-market. I always put my watch list within the Wolfpack Discord. I put it on Twitter just to ensure that everyone sees what I'm actually looking at. Definitely want to ensure that everyone's set up for success. You know, I don't have any type of premium or whatever. You know, it's really just ensuring that people know what's going on. Because back in the day, I had no idea how to find stocks. The only reason, at one point, the only reason I was in that chat room was to figure out what stocks to even look at. I had no idea. So thankfully, I progressed from there. Excuse me. Similar to MBOT. Go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, yep. Yep. Yeah, a lot of these, like biotechs, really anything that has some, it doesn't even have to be released news. It could be like someone said something and it just spreads like a wildfire. You know, rumors are, you know, however. So definitely have to look out for these because the chat rooms target these penny stocks. It doesn't take a lot of shares to move these. They have a low float most of the time, except HMNY, which, bless its soul, maybe it'll, I don't know how it's doing. Maybe it's above 2 cents right now. No, it's not really looking like it. Well, yeah. But yeah, so they target it because they have all those people that have the ability to buy with them. Doesn't take a lot of shares to move the price, and you get these huge spikes. So you get the huge spike right here. You got it, and as you said, MBOT, RKDA was the victim last year. You know, there's always going to be another stock. That's definitely something I highlight. You know, there's days where I'm trading and I don't see anything that appeals to me, and I'm like, I really want to take a trade. There's always going to be another day. There's always going to be another stock, and I promise you, you would rather have no type of trade than be red and have to recover from that red of the previous day. So if you don't see a stock that you like, just wait till tomorrow. There's going to be a stock. Thoughts on SE? SE? Look at this. Oh, Lord. I'm guessing some type of earning negativity right there. I mean, that was quite some time ago, though. Okay, so we definitely have an overextension if we're looking at the daily and we're keeping this in mind right here. I mean, for the most part of this year, it's been moving within this $5 range. Then we have this huge spike up. I'm sure news came out, probably a quarterly news. I could actually just take a look. Let's see, SE. Well, I see a 60 million share priced, 22.50. Oh, it's offering at 22.50, and it's moved past 22.50. Yeah, it has. So if I'm actually looking at this, let's see, we have a high 25.14. So it broke 25, and then it basically was a false break of the whole dollar. But of course, we come down. We're starting to consolidate. We're holding in this area. See the lows right here, 22. 21. Let me go ahead and see if I can draw something out. Yeah, so if we're able to hold this trend line right here, I mean, we have the ability to break through. But if I'm looking at these two dailies, yeah, I mean, if it holds the trend line, it has a possibility. Go ahead and look at it. After hours. So after hours looks like we have a little bit of downward from the 23.50, a pullback. Then we of course have this wicking candle. So if it can hold the trend line, that would definitely be good. Talking about Monday, it's spitting everywhere. It's awesome. We're talking about Monday. If it's up in the pre-market, that would be great. When stocks normally open in the pre, or if they're within the pre-market, it's green, or if it's red, they normally hold that trend for the entire day. Now, there are, of course, the green to red, red to green movements, which I always make sure that everyone knows to be very cautious of those. There's a reason that it's moving from being down the day to up, or being up and then down to the day. So when it actually goes from being red to green or green to red, you know, you're going to have a mix of bulls and bears. It's not going to be primarily bulls looking at it or primarily bears. There's going to be a constant battle right there. Now, I like stocks that are down more than 3% because it pops up on a lot of like scanners and what people are looking for. I normally trade stocks that are down about 10-15%, looking for that pullback as soon as market opens at 9:30, and then just riding it down from there. 2 months ago when it spiked to 19, that's MBOT. Okay, yep, yeah, right here. Yeah, definitely. And what's funny about this is you have this huge spike, but look at this wicking candle. I mean, that's crazy. It opens at 970, goes to a high of 19, and then it closes at, I mean, basically lower than it opened. Wow. And again, those are fueled by those chat rooms. You know, I'm not saying chat rooms are the devil, but I'm just saying be very cautious, because when you and I are trading in the market, when you and I are trading, we're very small fish. I mean, we're not industrial traders. We don't have this large amount of margin to just really swing these stocks. We're not leading a chat room that has hundreds, thousands of people in it. We're very small, so we want to ensure that we're actually knowing the psychology of both sides and ensuring that people are going to join us on our trades. Short Boeing after the plane crash. I'm actually not quite sure what the ticker is for Boeing. But I didn't even hear about the plane crash. That's horrible, though. Volatility, yes, they are. Yeah, again, if anyone has any questions over any stocks whatsoever, please let me know. BE, okay. That's not right. There we go. Wow. Wait, that's, oh, I'm sorry, BA. If I got glasses, that'd probably be better. I looked at it and I was like, this is like a $10 stock. Okay, let me go to the news. Okay. So the crash happened. Oh wow, it just happened. Yeah, that's interesting. Because if it just happened, we wouldn't have the ability to see. Sorry, squeaky chair. Need WD-40. Or maybe I'm just really fat. I have no idea. Yeah, because if it just occurred, we wouldn't have the ability to see how it reacted within the post-market. Because post-market, of course, would close on Friday. So Monday is going to be very interesting for this one stock. I definitely keep an eye out on it. I won't be able to trade it because I'll be in my small account, but this definitely this could be really bad for this stock. 399. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of support lines. If we're looking at the daily right here, I promise you the post-market, especially with this news, I feel this news is going to be detrimental to it, but it's easily going to break through, I mean, these two lines that we have, and it's going to come down to this line that we have right here. Now, stocks can move differently, always dependent on the news, but, I mean, this isn't the best news whatsoever. So 149 passengers, 8 crew members. Oh, jeez. That's horrible. Jeez. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Let's take a look at this. We have another victim. Okay. So we're looking at the daily on this one. Yeah, the overall was 646,000, but it was very choppy throughout the day on Friday. I mean, very choppy. Was there something specific that you're looking at for this one stock? Possibly, I mean, just taking a look at, it looks like it's up in the post. Could vary in the pre-market on Monday, don't get me wrong. But the volume is just very low, and it looks like it's kind of maintained an okay volume as far as Friday and Thursday. Wednesday, yeah, it hasn't been, yeah, because it even looks like we have 146,000 shares, we have 82,000, 43,000. It's been very low. I look for stocks that are normally about 500,000, maybe 400,000 when market opens, just to ensure I have a very smooth chart, nothing very choppy. I mean, as you can see, it's very choppy right here, and the next thing you know, it's down here. And then it's choppy, that's down here again. So it's really hard to determine because these single trades that are executed could move it a certain way. I mean, it's up here, now it's way down here, and it's just very choppy. How's it going, James? So, of course, I have the unbedazzled Pimp Cup. Need to bedazzle it. I only put a little bit in there, you know, because it is Sunday, you know, taking it easy. Good thing Garage Day Trader isn't here to try to troll me into drinking crazy shot amounts. Okay, PYX. PYX definitely sounds familiar. I'm sure this was a pump and dump back in the day. That's probably why it sounds familiar. Oh, I can only... It's weird. Huh, can only go back to there. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look. Or did it just have... It may have just had the IPO. Okay, so the volume's not too bad. I mean, Thursday, Wednesday... Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Are you looking for a... It's a recent... Okay, cool. Are you looking for like a long position or a short? Just going off of this, I mean, we have it going up. It's somewhat of a healthy movement. I mean, we have it going up. It's coming back, consolidating, moving up. Of course, we have this wicking candle, and then the wicking candle is kind of set it. Maybe the wicking candle is where it's basically developing a resistance line. Andy, it's shot time to get the jack out. Yeah. Oh man, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Oh my goodness. Oh man, those are definitely reserved for Saturdays. I'll even say Fridays. Fridays, you know, I could probably do that, but the older I get, it just takes me longer to recover. I mean, back in the day, yeah, I mean, just go wild with it. Now it's just like, oh man, I can't keep up with the young kids, you know. It's just, I have my little cup here and it's about as far as we go. I'm getting old. Okay, and then another thing that I wanted to highlight, I kind of touched about it when we were starting out, is MYL. So a gentleman reached out to me. He trades options, and he said, "Do you have any suggestions for an options trader?" Options trading normally, it doesn't have to be very like carried out trading. I mean, it could be, you know, the time duration just varies. But if I actually bring up the MYL, now this on the 27th of February. Go ahead and take a look at it right here. Now, 27th of February, we see this huge downward pressure, and I'll bring up the chart right after this. But basically, I'm saying if it holds at 26, then there's definitely a good chance that it's going to go back up, and you could, you know, have a good amount. Of course, apologizing for message overload because this is a paragraph and no one wants to read that. So if we go back over to the desktop, there we go. So what occurred is we had, of course, news came out. I believe it was earnings related. And we had this huge downward momentum. Now, a lot of people that maybe, I mean, you don't even have to be newer to the stock market. You could just see downward pressure and you're like, okay, it's going down. But the interesting thing about this is we look at the left-hand side, we see a low of $26. Now, the low of $26 with any whole dollar, it's going to be a support line. That's just a mental line. When people want to buy it at a certain price, they'll normally want to buy it at, you know, 26, 27, or really however. So I see that it hit 26. Now, of course, you know, now we can see that it's gone up and it got to about 28.55 and it's starting to basically form. It really looks like a inverse cup and handle. I mean, we have the cup right here, and then possibly in the future we could have the handle right here. But when I was looking at this one stock to let them know this could possibly be a good long trade, I had to go back in time a little bit. I had to reverse it. I don't really have too much to look at when it comes up here, because this isn't telling me anything about being down at this price. But over here is telling me exactly what I need to see. So on the candle right here, we have a low of $26. Right here, we have a low of $26.03. Now, for anyone that's seen my YouTube videos, I preach constantly about false breaks. A false break is normally with any type of resistance or support line. If you're a bear or a bull, you like for it to break through with a lot of momentum. You don't like to see like a 1 cent break, because, you know, then people are just going to take profits because they're like, well, this just isn't worth it anymore. So we see 26.03. It breaks it by 3 cents. And that was the main thing that I was looking at for this. As you see with that false break, then we had a movement going back up. There's actually been videos, I think when I was trading Twitter was going up, and it was forming a bull flag, but within that, it had a false break. And then with that false break, it went from being at a high of the day to breaking multiple lows in this one candle. It was crazy movement. I think I got like 43-cent movement out of it. So I can't complain about that. But false breaks is definitely something that I believe people should add to their trading strategy, because with any type of pattern or formation, there's a psychology behind it. You know, looking at all these candles, I mean, this is just a foreign language to no one that really knows what's going on. You know, I can look at this candle and this one. Okay, cool. It's red and green. You know, why does it matter? Well, the main thing behind these candles is the psychology behind it. You know, the people, are they buying it? Are they selling it? Is there a certain amount that's hitting? I mean, right here we see a wicking candle. That's actually showing us that the price is going down, and the bulls don't have the ability to bring it back up. For a candle breakdown, we can actually see, for people that aren't familiar, not trying to insult anyone's intelligence, you know, I like to ensure that I'm reaching out to all audiences. But within a candle, this is a red candle. It's going to be the inverse for a green. But basically, we see the wicking candle right here, the top of that, and then the bottom, if there were to be a wick here, just this small line, is basically telling us the price action that occurred within this. This is a daily candle, but let's just say it was a 1 minute candle that occurred within the candle. Now for this block, the block body, now right here at the top of the block is going to be where the price action opened. Where did the candle open? The bottom of the block is going to be where did it close. So that's basically telling me, okay, it opened, it did a movement, and then it came back down and it closed all the way here. And as you can see from the close, we opened right over here. Of course, there was movement within the pre-market. But it's just giving us a basic psychology behind what are people thinking. When it comes to Boeing, the way that people are going to actually react to the news, it's devastating news. It's horrible news. Don't get me wrong. This is horrible news. But the way that the stock market reacts to it, we'll be able to see within the candles. That's just going to be the biggest thing. I think there's going to be, the pre-market is probably going to be a little red. All right, Eric, what is your thoughts on the best days to trade? I've noticed Monday, Wednesday, and Friday seem to be best. Also, thoughts on Lyft IPO. Lyft IPO is very interesting. I was actually looking at that. Lyft and also Uber are wanting to release IPOs. I'm pretty sure Lyft is actually launching first before Uber. Lyft, first, of course, there's always going to be drama. Someone wants to sell a story. But supposedly Lyft has come into... They're having some type of financial whatever going on, and then people are kind of like, well, I don't know how this IPO is going to go. But for the best days to trade, I love Thursdays. I love Thursdays. That's definitely the best day for me. Monday is basically reset day. Of course, there's going to be movement. But I believe people are, recovering from the weekends. However, and then as the days progress, then we're actually getting more volume in the market. Excuse me. Let's see. Wednesdays. Yeah, I trade Monday through Thursday. I don't trade Fridays. Oh my goodness. I've never been a fan of Fridays. I've just never been a fan of Fridays. Um, you know, some people it works out for them on Fridays. I've never been a fan of Fridays. So I don't trade on Fridays, and it's a break day for me. You know, so everyone's going to have their own schedule when it comes to trading, and that's the amazing thing about trading is you set your own schedule. Basically, you are the CEO, the CFO, the COO. I mean, you're everything, and you set your schedule accordingly. You don't have to trade every day in the market. I can promise you that. So that's just the beauty of being a day trader. Money isn't happiness, but it's freedom, financial freedom, freedom to not listen to a crap boss, freedom to live your life how you deserve. And that's something that I definitely preach. Lyft IPO is March 19th. Is it March 19th for sure? Let's take a look. Lyft IPO date. This probably isn't going to tell me anything. Lyft IPO the week of the 19th. Hell, let me just go over to, yeah, we'll just go to IPO dates. There we go. I don't know why I didn't do that. Have you all recently filed? I know this normally gives you like the week. So this looks like it was last week. Upcoming. Okay, we just got the 8th. So it looks like the week of the 18th. So not this upcoming week, but the week afterwards. Oh, there's a sneak peek. I quit trading Fridays, especially late in the day. Yeah. Yeah. So I definitely preach the later in the day that you trade, the less your percentage is going to be to obtain a green trade. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of traders that like to wait an hour. Some people out there that actually mentor students say don't trade the first 30 minutes of the trading day. Don't trade the first hour or two. I can't agree with that just because, yes, there's more volume as soon as market opens. I mean, of course. That's just because people that, you know, do any type of orders through like the bank that they have or however, even if they did it like 7 p.m. at night, it's going to say orders going to be executed at 9:30 next trading day. That's why there's so much volume. That's as soon as the market opens, all those brokers that don't have the ability to do pre and post market has to be executed at 9:30. But one thing is the traders that are keeping everything in balance. Now, when it comes to, I mean, basically the professionals are trading that first 30 minutes and then they're done for the day. That's all the time they need to make the money that they live off of. Now, once it starts going later in the day, the volume starts rolling off. You know, I'm not like, when I trade the first minute candle, I know where the high of day is. I know where the low of day is. That's what I need. I need to know that because those are mental breaks. Those are basically telling me, okay, that's the high of day. The bulls want to break it, obviously. The bears want to break the low, of course. But the longer you get into the day, let's say, you know, when the market opens, it opens at $10. Okay, cool. It has a crazy movement. And next thing you know, the more it rolls off, it has a high of, let's say, $11 now. Now at 10:30, the stock's at, you know, 10.50. It's right in the middle. So it could go up, it could go down. You know, it's very unsure. So if you're actually able to trade the first, and I say this with a lot of caution, because it takes a lot of work to do so. But if you can trade that first like 15 minutes, that's where you're going to make the most money, because that's where you're going to get the most swings. Now, don't get me wrong. You can always change your share size, and that's going to bring in more profits. You know, I understand that. I'm just saying, as far as the swing with the cent movement, that's where all of it's going to be seen. Now, if you want to be a swing trader, that's a different story. But a day trader like myself only want to take, you know, 30-second trades, a minute trade. You know, I love those quick swings, and that's how I can, you know, get into the market at 9:30. I'm out of the market at 9:30, 9:32, and I'm done for the day. A lot of people have to sit in front of their computer and just watch the stocks and try to find something for hours on end. And You know, I just haven't geared my trading towards that because there's other things I want to do, not just sit in front of a computer and watch the stocks. You know, and that's just kind of how it is for me. That's what. Oh, Webbull IPO. No price yet though for IPO. Yeah, I mean, there's speculation for the IPOs, especially with Lyft and Uber. There's going to be a lot of publicity. Don't get me wrong. Everyone knows Uber. Not as many people know Lyft, but Uber is definitely a big one. Now, of course, whatever bank they go to that develops this price, I think it's going to be over $10. I mean, I think that's fair to say, over $10. Neo, I got into that. I actually have a slide that shows my trade on Neo. I mean, if you guys want to see it. But basically, I got into a trade 150 shares, just sat on my butt and let it move how I thought it would, and ended up taking about a little over $400 in profit. But it was beautiful because it opened around $6. It broke the low, and then I actually bought it at $5.98, and it got to $13. Excuse me, the drink. But then I covered around like $9.26 or something. So bad on me for not covering out at the top where I should have. It was a Friday and I was actually looking at cars. So I kind of missed out on some profit there. Hey, how's it going, Lewis? Definitely good to see you. Thank you for joining. Last one still, did great on it. I think they did an offering Friday. Okay. Yeah, I mean, hell, I'm here all night to look at whatever stocks. Okay, so this is I'm guessing this is a recent IPO as well. And you said they did an offering. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we really don't have too much to go off of right here, unfortunately. That's really... Okay, so that's... Oh, wow. Okay, so it goes up a great amount and then it just drifts off. So what I'm looking at is I see the high of 749. Let's just say 750. Let me look at the... Jeez, that's wild. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it goes all the way up to $7 and it closed. I just had to make sure I was looking at it right. It closed at $3.39. So, I mean, I'm not sure. Are you looking at for possibly going long or going short with this, or what's your idea? Lewis, sorry to inform you, but I'm now interning with Patrick Whelan. That's interesting. I mean, if Patrick can help you, I mean, that's really what it's all about, is being the best day trader you can be. I can't argue with that. I definitely want to know why you were interested in reaching out to Patrick. It's definitely an interesting move. Friday p.m. $8. This was crazy. Yeah, no, it definitely looks like it was crazy. Yeah, and then for a shorter's perspective, I mean, it looks like it could maybe return down here to these lows, but there's not really too much meat on the bone for the shorters. I'm sure some people will try to cover out, or maybe they even want to average if they're on the bullish side. So, does Patrick actually make any money consistently? It's definitely a good question. Me and Patrick go back quite some time. Lewis, I'm joking, bro. Oh, man. You got me good. This is the thing about Patrick. All right. Me and him go back quite some time. We're on the same chat room together. Really cool guy. Don't get me wrong. Very cool guy. Back in the day. Today, different guy. You know, when young day traders enter the market, let's say I'm brand new. I look on the internet and I say, I want to day trade and make $1 zillion so I can get the Lamborghini. Oh, this guy just made $10 zillion in one day? Oh, hell yeah, he knows what he's talking about. Let's subscribe to him and whatever. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. Patrick has been trading maybe as long as me. About as long as me. The interesting thing, and anyone can check this, it's just facts. It's just facts, you know. Anyone can check this. I think the progression's a little distorted. The last time I watched Patrick, I was a big Patrick supporter, don't get me wrong. I was a very big Patrick supporter, very big Patrick supporter. And I saw that he blew up his account. He lost $2,000 in a day. I'm like, damn it, Patrick. All right, man, you can recover from this. You got it. Next month, dude made $5,000 in one day. What the what? He made he just lost 2,000. Now he made like 5,700 in one day. What the? Okay, let me check this out. And then I'm seeing dude goes from trading 1,000 shares to trading 19,000 shares. What the hell? And then some of the videos I've seen, it's interesting. It's like, let's say there's a long position. Okay, yep, I'm gonna buy it here. Okay, no, I'm gonna sell it. Oh, no, I think it's gonna go back up. No, I'll buy more. I'll average it out. Ah, shit, it broke that. Nah, I'll just buy some more. It's like the mentality is very distorted. It doesn't make too much sense. If I'm using my real money, you know, and I'm a experienced trader, I know take my loss. Just take the loss. It's going to happen. You're not going to be 100% for the rest of your life. So that's just kind of where it became very distorted for me. You know, and then of course me and him have had very, I wouldn't say vulgar words, but not the best relationship ever. I don't want to think he's using a paper account. I don't want to think that, because a lot of people subscribe to him, a lot of people follow him, and people want to trust him. Now, if I was using a paper account, I would do some crazy off the wall stuff and I'd make profit easily. It's just different, you know, throwing in as many shares as I wanted, it would just be different. I would make so much money supposedly, and you guys would love me long time. I just can't do that though. I just can't do it. So you just have to be very careful when it comes to, again, like I said earlier in the live stream, we have these day traders that they're knowledgeable-ish, but they turn into marketers. And when you're a marketer, you need to project your big numbers, because people want to see that you have the ability to make these big numbers. Trader Sauce, what's up, man? I noticed that with him. Almost every trade, he sets a mental stop. And then he cuts forward and he is... You know, that's another thing. So with my videos, I always ensure, and I'm not saying I'm this god trader. You again, love me long time. I'm just saying I always ensure that I put all of my order executions within the video. I believe there's one time where I didn't, and that's just because I was cussing like a sailor and I couldn't really edit that to it being good. So again, I always show, like if you see right here, I always show my tickets. You'll always see my tickets at the end of the videos. But yeah, I've seen that where, like Volatility was saying, you have the mental stops, and then, you know, the video cuts, and then it's like, wait, okay, so he's at 2,000 shares. How the hell did he get to 15,000 shares? Wait, I'm lost. Let me rewind. Oh, it didn't show that. Okay. And, you know, as a human being, I wish him the best. I do. You know, I hope everything goes better for him. I know when he had the whole TradeNet thing going on, I made a video about it. He didn't really like it too much, but that's okay. I don't care. I need to tell people how it really was from an individual that actually uses TradeNet. That kind of got under his skin, and, you know, I don't really care. But, you know, again, I just know he had a lot of trouble with that. I think he was going to end up being in some legal trouble, and, you know, he kind of pulled back on that, and I think it may have hurt his ego a little bit. that he was very pro down with TradeNet, and then he's like, oh crap, you know, they can get me legally. I don't think people fully understand. And I'm not saying I'm a lawyer or I know the legal system. I'm just saying we are United States citizens. That's the code we go by. I mean, even if you're overseas, I've been overseas too many times. You're still held by our government's law. So with TradeNet being in a different area, you still are held by the government law of the United States. You're owned by the governments of the United States. This is kind of how it is. So. Yeah, liars don't like to be called out. Yeah, I mean, that's true. No one likes to have their ego bashed, but, you know. I think he's around break even with actual real trading and using the views to come out ahead. The interesting thing is, I was actually looking at his channel, and he had been red for 2 months, and I was like, this is kind of sketchy. I mean, you know, he normally trades every day, but then, you know, the last time I've been red was the 8th of January, so I'm like, damn it. I mean, I haven't traded every day, so you know, there goes that. I don't think his style of trading is similar to mine, so I don't think he has the fail safes in place. And I'm not bashing him as a trader. I'm just saying ours are very different. The way that he trades is not anything like I trade or volatility trading the way that we trade. So, you know, it's a little different. Lone Wolf God Trader. Anyone who thinks Pat is legit, just look at this screenshot. Oh my goodness, squeaky chair. Let me take a look at this screenshot. What we got here? I can't even. He's got the comb over like me. Yeah, I'm not able to zoom in. But if you want to break that down for us, Patrick is a pro Wall Street trader. No, I can't zoom into it. I'm sure it has something to do with the orders or something. This is we got Tiva. So he's currently short. He has 2 limit orders for buys. One's 750, one's 250. But he's short 750 shares. I mean, I guess you could do that because then once you're covered, then you would buy out of it. No, because if you have a... The price 1680, 1685. 1685 is currently on the... I believe it's on the bid. I missed what you just said. You're located in the U.S., right, Jonathan? TradeNet is legal because the account isn't yours. You just consider a freelance trader. Yeah, you're basically a proprietary trader. But yeah, they don't go by United States law. They are stationed outside of the United States, so they go by a different code. With the law within the United States, the PDT, Pattern Day Trader Regulation Law Rule, however, you have to have $25,000 in your account. Anyone's business that is harbored within the United States, or even, I guess, possibly the territories, but they're somewhere in the Pacific or Atlantic. I don't know. It's about the fact that a live account would have covered this immediately. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of weird that you have a cover out here at 1685, and it's kind of weird that you have a 750 and 250 order when you're short 750. Now, I can't really tell from this picture if it's a buy. I mean, I guess you could technically do that because that 750 would cover out. Once you cover out your short position, then you would go long So I guess I see the mentality behind it. But yeah, you're right. You would be covered out. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of weird. Okay, enough FaceTime for Patrick. Back to me. Forget the 250 share order. Look at the current price. Yeah, the current price was set at the basically the it was either a stop or a limit. Yeah, it would have executed, which is really weird. I don't know. Patrick could probably answer that one. Maybe. I don't know. All right. Yeah, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, let me know. And then I'm going to hop into the cryptocurrency. Definitely have some big news. And of course, as you see within the title, there is a giveaway, which I'm really excited about. This giveaway, this is probably one of the best giveaways that I've done. I asked on the video, he diverted. I can't even, yeah, he blocked me from all of his social media. I think I'm public enemy #1 in the realm of Patrick, which is fine, I guess. You know, if I was doing something that I shouldn't be and I had a knowledgeable trader after me, I'd probably block me as well. That's just kind of how it is. But, you know, Patrick's gonna be Patrick. You know, he's gonna do his thing. You can't change him. And what's kind of it's actually really sad. You know, I hate to keep talking about Patrick, but it's just kind of sad how money corrupts people. In one of his trades, he was talking about how much money he was making and stuff. It was really disappointing. You know, he used to be a really cool guy, and then now he was talking about, you know, people, you know, they can't tell me nothing because I make all this money and, you know, blah blah blah. It was just kind of sad to see that the money had changed him like that. So, again, as a human being, I wish him the best, but you know, it's just kind of disappointing. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed, and you know, it's just, again, it's just really disappointing. So, all right, to the cryptocurrency and the biggest giveaway that you're gonna see. Well, maybe not. It's really cool. It's a cool giveaway. All right, so let me go ahead. We'll switch this over. Let me move the pimp cup real quick. Actually, let me fuel. I had to fuel up real quick. All right. Let's do it. Boom. Oh, if I can move my big head out of the way, that'd be awesome. So I know stock market and cryptocurrency is different. I understand that completely. Some people are not interested whatsoever, and that's fine. I understand why people wouldn't be. Cryptocurrency is unfortunately viewed as something that's very risky. Does it even have a future? I don't know. Can it make me money? These are questions. When Moon, when Lambo is another good one. These are good questions. Well, the last two aren't good questions, but these are questions people have. Now there's the coin Spectre security. I mean, we have Digi Warfare, we have Rossman, we have LOL. Amazing team. I've actually, with Digi, I've spoke with him countless hours. I mean, countless hours. Hey, how's it going, Thomas? Good to see you. Give me some of that circuit. Absolutely. I am very excited about this. And these two cryptos I'm going to be talking about are, there's just so much potential. You'll see. Spectre security, basically with Digi, I like to see a team that's very active. Me and Digi spoke for numerous hours yesterday just about the coin. We're also talking about Circuit, which is the cryptocurrency that I have. I'm basically part of the team for that. And really just talking about life in general. Really cool guy, very knowledgeable. I mean, this guy has been to numerous locations around the world, basically doing security. I guess, I mean, there's just so many things that he does. With Spectre security, as you can see, if I could move my big body out of the way. There we go. So it's bridging the gap. Do I really have to sit like this? It's bridging the gap between the crypto coin developers and security professionals. Now, with any type of anything, I mean, everyone knows McAfee. We know he's a security provider. Oh crap, I keep on getting these pop-ups because I'm visiting these websites I shouldn't, but I'm still going to do it because I need to see the websites. That's why we have the protection, and that's what Spectre is specializing in, is any type of cryptocurrency, any type of anything that's related to just really anything on the web. They are able to provide security. Really, as it highlights here, it ensures any issues or weaknesses within coin platforms or infrastructures are corrected. I mean, that's basically, if people are trying to hack into your system, your protocol of whatever, these guys, I mean, they run the diagnostic to solve that. And then one thing that's really cool about Spectre that I think is very highlighted is it offers the stealth addresses for private secure transactions. Now, you want to ensure that your wallet's protected. You want to ensure anything's protected. I mean, I'm on the computer right now. Anyone could basically hack into my system, and then they could do whatever they wanted with all my information. One thing that I want to show, and I'll show the website as well. Let me go over to desktop screen. So this is actually, make sure I'm out of the way. This is actually a live feed. I mean, this isn't just like a picture or whatever. These are actually live locations. The red dots, oh, excuse me, are actually attacks that are taking place throughout the world. It's really cool that they developed this. I mean, Digi is just a mastermind when it comes to this stuff. But he developed this so you can see every red dot is where an attack is actually taking place. Some hacker trying to do some negativity. Now, the yellow is actually locations of secured networks. But the red, I mean, of course, you know, Russia, of course. The EU has just a really large amount. In the United States, of course, North, South America. I mean, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Australia, not so far. But I thought this was really cool. I wanted to show everybody this. Volatility, just FYI, this was his response. Patrick Whelan, 3 weeks ago, it was a stop order. Oh my goodness. Meaning the order won't be triggered till after the stop passes my stop at 1696. I don't think so. Because the order amount that he had, if it stopped, whatever is on the current, because if he's shorting, yeah, it would have already triggered. But, you know, okay. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. It's definitely interesting. But yeah, I thought this was really interesting to show everybody, just so you can get an idea of it. Now I want to go over to the website. Go ahead. So this is the website right here. I mean, beautiful design. Of course, you have the official Discord. You have the white paper. Go ahead and move it down. You see basically the primary functions of what's going on. Master nodes, which we'll talk about. And then we have the roadmap. The roadmap is basically laying out everything that's going to occur. Of course, the time can change slightly. But as you can see, I mean, it's very active. I mean, even July Q3, we have stuff in progress. We're not even near July. So to have something touched on that far ahead just shows the productivity. Of course, we have the team. It's awesome to see the pictures. Frequently asked questions. That's always great. People can always refer to this, get the information that they need. I was just saying, he's BS. He's a great video maker. Yeah. Votes. Yeah, the frequently asked questions. Of course, we have the rewards programs and projects, which is awesome. Reaching out to the community and really just giving back. I mean, that's really what it's all about. And then you have the partner coins. I mean, you have Strong Hands, Gives, Your Crypto Daily. That's who I was live streaming through yesterday. X42, of course, a big one right there. So one thing that I want to highlight for this is the giveaway. Now for the giveaway, there's actually something that Spectre Security is doing. Is if you bring forth that you have a picture, basically you're showing that you bought a certain amount of their coin, they're actually giving away to one individual in a drawing a masternode. Now, what's a masternode? A masternode is basically the collateral for one is 25,000 of their coin. Now, the masternodes ensure that the blockchain is ensuring that the transactions that take place are just secured to run through, and making sure that these are actually oh my goodness, I'm lost for words. It's basically verifying the transactions that take place, however, are being verified. But masternodes, the collateral 25,000 means whatever, it has to be held in your wallet. So when you have that, you have a masternode. The way that these coins operate is you have stakers for the POS coins, for the proof of stake. So the stakers and then the masternode holders have a certain percentage. The masternode holders normally obtain a larger percentage of coins in return because they're showing that they're there. You know, the support, having the collateral of 25,000 in your account is showing that you're actually there for the long haul. You're supporting it and you're holding a certain amount. With the giveaway, so they actually just gave away a masternode. If you show that you bought 1,000 of their coin, you're putting in a drawing. So you show you bought 1,000 coins, then you can get a masternode that's equivalent to 25,000 coins, which is just wild. I missed it, unfortunately, but I'm definitely going to make the next one or the one after that. I mean, it's just going to keep on going. But one thing I want to do is I want to give back to everybody. Now, of course, within this live stream, I'll broadcast it on Twitter. Everything is that for 10 individuals, because I have a feeling right now the amount that they want to show is bought is 1,000, but I have a feeling for the next one it's going to be 2,000. So basically they're upping it, and the longer that you're waiting, they're basically wanting to reward the people that are purchasing earlier. So if it moves to 2,000, what I want to do is for 10 individuals, I want to give them 1,000 coins each. Basically, people, the only way to enter this, and I guess the way to enter it, would be within the description. You'll see the Spectre Security Discord. Join the Discord, download the wallet, and then also place a like on the Twitter account, and then you're entered. And just ensure that you're reaching out to me and saying, okay, I have the wallet, I like the Twitter, I'm within the Discord. I'll see you within the Discord. With 10 individuals, each individual of those 10 will gain 1,000 coins. That 1,000 coins is going towards the 2,000 coins that you need to obtain. So you only need to obtain an extra 1,000 to be put in for a drawing of a masternode that's worth 25,000. I think it's pretty phenomenal. I truly believe that Spectre is very undervalued, especially since they're offering, I mean, just crazy things like having this, having the Discord, being very active within the community. Just what they offer is valid and projected to the audience of every cryptocurrency. Every cryptocurrency needs the ability to be protected. And not only cryptocurrencies, but businesses around the world. Anyone that uses an internet connection needs this. That's why it's phenomenal that you're able to get a price at what it is right now. So again, I'll make sure that I project that, but 1,000 coins to 10 individuals. Just have to ensure that you get into the drawing for it. The drawing will take place on, should be next Saturday, and I'll be on Your Crypto Daily. Again, I have to verify that, but hopefully I'll be on Your Crypto Daily, and I'll be able to announce the winners then. Excuse me, so definitely looking forward to that. All right, so the last thing I have to cover, and then it's popcorn in the movie. Circuit Coin. Circuit Coin is something that has been worked on for quite some time. Basically with Circuit Coin, as you can see, I mean, we have just this beautiful automobile right here. So D-Lo, he actually creates this. He created basically all the artwork that you see that's circuit related. Circuit's going to be the bridge between the cryptocurrency, the blockchain basically, and competitive racing. Now competitive racing not only is talking about street racing or however, but talking about NASCAR, Formula One. I mean, it could even go to demolition derbies. I mean, anything that's competitive, and yeah, Aston Martin, yeah, anything that's competitive racing. Now, the beautiful thing is, within our core team, we have a lot of people that are actually within the realm of racing already. We know people that are actually drivers when it comes to street teams. When it comes to NASCAR, one of the individuals actually knows someone that's within the NASCAR. He actually owns a track, which is just crazy. Another individual that I've worked with, he actually owns a business that he reaches out. He sponsors different racers. So it's just amazing the connections that we have to really ensure that we're launching this thing. I mean, I hate to say to the moon. I hate to be that to the moon win Lambo guy, but this is definitely a long haul. I mean, I'm not here just for, we'll just do it for a month and that's it. I mean, there's so much potential when it comes to this, and I just want to ensure that there's a beautiful product at the end. That's why we're trying to get everything in stone before we do a public release, because we just want to ensure that we come with a lot of confidence. We don't want to say, oh, this is what it is. Oh crap, no, maybe it's, no, we want to come with full confidence and ensure that the product that's being delivered is just phenomenal. I drive really fast sometimes. Yeah. Nice, James. But yeah, I mean, definitely a shout out to Spectre Security. Again, I'll be launching that everywhere for the giveaway. It's just beautiful. The potential that this coin has, and really the sway that it has throughout the world. Anyone that has an internet connection needs to be linked up with Spectre Security. I mean, that's just how it is. They need a protection. They need people to figure out where their weaknesses are within their network. I mean, that's easily a multi-million-dollar project. Easily. So definitely excited about that. Excited about Circuit. Definitely more information to come. Definitely. If anyone has any last-minute questions, or if you want me to look at any stocks or any cryptocurrencies or however, I'd be more than happy to. Easily? Very, very easily. Very easily. Easily. Anything that ends with an LY. If it's an adverb, I love it. The big question is Rocket League. I was trying to help someone get back to platinum today, so that was fun. All right, so I think that's it right there. I truly appreciate Litecoin looking sexy. I'm only in with 3.55. Yeah, Litecoin's definitely looking good. I can pull that up. Now, I think the whole hype with Litecoin right now, it's holding very, very steady. The volatility. Yeah. But the reward being cut in half is upcoming. I believe it's going to occur in August, and a lot of people are getting hyped for that. It's equivalent to when Bitcoin has, and then you have this huge spike up at 2017. The reward being cut in half really makes the market go crazy, because then the supply, yes, you have the supply that's currently in demand, but the more coins that are coming out, it's at a lower rate. The rewards being cut in half, people know that, and then Litecoin's starting to spike in itself. I think it could easily get over $100. I hate to be the projection guy. I think it's going to get to this price, whatever. I could easily see it get to $100. Just the closer that we get. If it's already at 57 in March and the halving takes place in August, I definitely see it going up much more. So Litecoin, definitely a good hold. Bitcoin's holding. I think it's going to break through 4,000. I mean, of course it's going to break through 4,000. And then XRP, Ethereum. People have their own thoughts on those. Hey Shirley, how you doing? You're back. Volatility watching the end of the Caps game. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so Shirley, we just covered over the giveaway taking place. Basically, if you look in the description, you have Spectre Security, you have the Discord. The giveaway is for 1,000 Spectre security coins. They're actually having their own giveaway where if you show that you bought 2,000 of their coins, then you're entered a drawing of a masternode that's equivalent to 25,000 coins. So if you're selected within these 10 people gaining 1,000 coins, all you have to do is obtain another 1,000 coins and you would be entered in that drawing. So do you have to enter your own 1K spec coins, or do you keep that? The way that it works is once you have, basically you're just sending a picture that you, of course you would have to buy the additional 1,000. And then you could show that I had a transfer over of the 1,000 coins if you're one of those 10 people. But the wallet, your crypto is going to stay within the wallet. And once you actually get up to 25,000 coins, that's a collateral. It would just be held in that wallet. You couldn't do anything with the 25,000 coins. It would be held in there, and it's basically equated to the masternode. The masternode collects coins in the POS, the proof of stake. So with the proof of stake, you have the stakers, and then you have the masternode holders. Masternode holders are normally going to gain more of a percentage of every block that's found. Like when it comes to Litecoin, when I say the rewards are cut in half, that means every block that's hit, the reward is cut in half. They're not getting the full reward anymore. So and that's POW. With POS, you have the masternode holders, you have the stakers. Masternode holders normally obtain a greater amount of that reward just because they have more into it and they want to reward the masternode holders because those are the ones that obtain a good amount. They're holding it. It's ensuring that, you know, it's basically saying that, hey, I'm here for the long run. And with that masternode, then you obtain even more coins, which is beautiful. It's definitely a beautiful thing. So that's one reason I love proof of stake is you have the coins in there. And I love that Spectre Security has a max cap. It's not the coins go on forever and the supply grows to a zillion coins. They have a max cap of how many coins that would be in here. If we go over, oh my goodness. I think I've been on the computer too long. Let's go over. So proof of work, you can see here, this is basically the Bitcoin protocol. And then with the proof of stake, it's basically showing you're assisting any type of transactions that take place. That's why you're getting coins in exchange, because it's saying, hey, thank you for doing this. When you're staking your coins, this is your reward for doing so. And it's also ensuring that it's a fluent blockchain taking place. All the blocks that are accounted for, everything's verified. So I download the wallet. Now what? Didn't even ask me to make an account. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have to with the wallet. It's just a digital wallet. Now you have the wallet. I mean, now if you want to enter, you would have to go to Spectre Security. You'll actually see within the Discord, you see their Twitter, and then you would just follow their Twitter feed. And that's the only two things that I really ask of is you have to obviously download the wallet. You join the Discord because you need the wallet, and then you like the Twitter feed. And there's a lot of good information that comes through that Twitter feed. So once you like that, you can go ahead, you can send me a message on Facebook or any of my outlets. I'll mark it down. Of course, I'll be sending it out, and then when we go live, hopefully on Saturday, then the winners would actually be announced. But just ensure that whenever they do release, if they want to do another one, which I'm sure they are with the masternode, and I have a feeling it's going to be 2,000 coins, you would have to actually obtain an additional 1,000 coins. So I'm basically meeting you halfway. And it's just phenomenal that they're giving away a masternode worth 25,000 coins. And what's interesting is that 25,000 coins is marketed at being 3 cents a coin. And if you had 3 cents a coin, 25,000, that's $750. So the masternode is valued at $750. So that's pretty phenomenal that the price is what it is right now. Because, I mean, their ability to just skyrocket, it could happen any moment. You know, I'm definitely excited for it. You know me, I hate crypto. Tempting to like it for you with that beautiful hair. That's awesome. You know, crypto, yeah, I understand people don't like crypto. But truly, that's the way that the world is turning. I mean, everything is becoming digital. I mean, years ago, past generations, you know, there was just, it's very scarce of anything that was electronic. Now, if you don't have electronics, you just can't function. What would I be without my phone and my, you know, my whatever? I mean, I just couldn't do it. So I think it's a very smart investment. And again, the more that is projected onto society, the more functions it will have. I mean, you can already go to multiple larger businesses and use your cryptocurrency to buy stuff. So it's not like it's just an investing tool. There's multiple utilities of it. Let me rephrase. If I did win, how would the transaction take place? Are all wallets like this? Okay, so basically what takes place, and I can always open my wallet. So this is just my Exodus wallet. There we go. It's actually, it's very simple. Damn, remind me later. So you would just go to, now this is, it's going to be different, but it's just a very brief overview. And I'm sure within the wallet it projects the same thing. If you want to send or receive, and then also you're going to have your address. So if I were to click I need to receive, then this is going to be my address. And this is the address that you would give to individuals to actually send it to you. So I'm like, hey, I need to send you, you know, 1,000 of your Spectre security coin. Okay, cool. Within the wallet, you'll see you need to receive. Okay, this is my address to receive that coin. Okay, I got to send it to Jonathan. And then you would send me this address, and I'm going, and that's basically how it works. I mean, it's very simplified. I apologize for that. Let me rerun through this. I'm very bad for doing that. Very bad for doing that. So this is just my Exodus wallet. Whoops. Now within that wallet, you'll actually see where it says like send and receive. If you wanted to receive funds, you would just click the receive button. You're going to have this. And what's really cool is if you actually have your phone, and I do this all the time. If I have Coinbase on my phone, I put in the barcode or whatever, and then I'd actually hold it up to the screen, and that's how it would scan it. It's not like I need to call my bank or go through a website. I literally have my phone. Boom, it scanned it. Okay, cool. And then also with the address, you would just take this address and you would send it to the individual that wants to send you funds. If I wanted to send money, then I would just click on send and I would put the address I need to send it to. So, Frank, what the fuck? It's new. Don't get me wrong. I was talking to my grandmother and I telling her about cryptocurrency, and she's like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Well, you know what Bitcoin is, right?" And she's like, "No, I have no idea." I'm like, "Well, I gave her just like a very small portion of it," and she's like, "Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about, but thanks for trying." Well, at least I tried. So you know, it does take a little bit of time. It's just a learning curve, just with the stock market. But with cryptocurrency, there's just a lot of promise in it, and with Spectre security, there is a lot of promise in it. It's an active team. They do something that is vital. I mean, worldwide, everyone needs to have a secure network. I mean, everyone needs that. You know, it's not like you can go without it, because as we saw with the map, bring it up. I mean, there's hackers everywhere. All these people are basically hostile, and they're trying to key in on an area. So this is, Spectre Security is a multi-million-dollar project. I mean, it truly is. Yes, the value is what it is today, but it has the ability to grow just substantially. So definitely excited about that. The giveaway, I'm really excited about that. I truly am. You know, my wallet's not so much happy about it, but I'm really excited about giving back to the community, and I really want people to get into cryptocurrency. I mean, like I say, you don't want to only gear yourself towards day trading. You want to have different revenues, different income revenues. I mean, yes, you could do a 9 to 5, but if you do a 9 to 5 and you have a side gig and you're doing cryptocurrency, I mean, this just gives you more ability. If you're only focusing on that one 9 to 5 or that one thing, if it fails you, then you're out. You want to not only have a plan A and B, but you want to have a C, D, E, and so on and so forth. So that's just the way I view it. You know, I just can't advocate for this coin enough. I haven't been paid to do this. This is really how I feel, and I want to tell my subscribers and my viewers, followers, however, that this is just a very, very good project to get involved in. The team is really good. I can definitely say that. The developer, it's not like he hides in a corner, you know, in a like a shadow or however. You don't even know who the developer is. He's very open. He you know, we have conversations all the time. Definitely a great guy, very intellectual guy. I mean, he knows this just inside and out. It's crazy how much knowledge he has. So definitely excited about that. If anyone has any questions whatsoever, if you have any questions about the giveaway, anything about Spectre security, circuit, stock market, you know, really anything, please feel free to ask, and then we'll wrap it up, and then, you know, we'll trade on Monday and we'll see how that goes. So I'm just having fun watching this map. Nice volatility trading. Yeah, there's of course there's thousands of coins over there, or within, you know, just within the realm of cryptocurrency. It's really about choosing the ones that, I mean, you have an interest in. You know, you don't. I mean, of course you don't have to. Investors, you know, normally don't, but something that you're interested in, you see it, you want to ensure that the team's active, and then there's also small things that you want to look at as far as like the coin specs, and is there a total supply, are there master nodes, just things like that. It may be like a foreign language I'm speaking right now, but it's just like a learning curve with the stock market. You know, with the stock market, people, when I talk to a random stranger and I say cup and handle, bull formations, bulls, bears, IPOs, you know, they don't know what I'm talking about. It's just a learning curve, just like anything else. Good luck this week. Thank you, Frank. I really appreciate it. You know, staying with the small. Actually, I might cash out on the small account. I'm not quite sure. I'm up about 75% within the account. I might cash out, but today's the 10th, so it's the last day that I can put in the withdrawal. So I don't know. I've been thinking about doing it. It's definitely a possibility. Take care, Frank. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Definitely love being here, being able to converse with everybody. Definitely an awesome thing. But of course, if anyone has any questions whatsoever, you can always reach out to me. You know, within the Wolfpack Discord. If you want to email me, I'm on Twitter, Facebook, of course on YouTube. You know, there's definitely so many ways that you could reach out to me, and I never overlook anything. I always take the time to look at any messages that I receive, even if they're negative. You know, I take the time to read them, and you know, people are going to have their own ideas about things, and that's fine. You know, that's what makes society interesting. If we all thought the same way, we probably wouldn't be productive, because, you know, if everyone's very hard-headed, you know, I personality is what brings the world to life. You know, that's definitely what I believe. So I always take, you know, anything that everyone says, you know, I definitely don't overlook it. I like to look at it from their perspective, and then I just answer accordingly. So, but thank you all so much for tuning in. I truly do appreciate it. Let me go ahead and get back over to Mr. Kitty, there we go. Can't do the outro without him. As I was saying yesterday on the live stream, people didn't really know what was going on with Mr. Kitty. Why is there a cracked out cat on your screen? And you know he's family now. You know I just can't let him go. It's really difficult to. New to the Wolfpack, is this Sunday night discussion a regular event? Hey Roger, thank you so much, and that's awesome that you're part of the Wolfpack. So Sunday nights, the way that it's probably going to go is I've been speaking with Your Crypto Daily. Your Crypto Daily, definitely check them out on YouTube. They have a lot of information, and they've asked me to possibly have a reoccurrence of hosting their YouTube channel, and that's what I did yesterday. I hosted from their YouTube channel, really talked about the stock market, cryptocurrencies, really whatever. And it was definitely a good time. And then today, giving a little bit more of a background, and I just wanted to reach out to people that are invested into, well, I won't say invested, but are subscribed to the Lone Wolf Day Trading channel. Maybe they missed what occurred yesterday, and I just wanted to ensure that I reached out to them. So, you know, if it's not Friday night, it's either going to be Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. It's going to be one of those nights. You know, definitely get a feel for what best times are for the viewers. So if it's like a Saturday night's best or Sunday night, Friday night, just trying to get an idea of that. Of course, people around the world are viewing, so we have different time zones. So trying to find the best time to do it is always, of course, difficult. People can always view it afterwards, but I like to have people in here that are active that can ask any questions that they have. It's definitely a good time. You know, people were messaging me on Facebook or email or however, they can come in here and ask any questions that they have. Excuse me. Funny volatility trading. I see that troll waiting for me. I'll have to join the Discord. Definitely, Eric, definitely. It's a very active community. There's a lot of day traders in there. And not only is it day traders, but I mean, you have the traditional day trading. You have the small caps, the large caps. You also have people that do options trading. You have the foreign exchange, cryptocurrency. We have a team. Spectre Security is actually within our Wolfpack Discord. Amazing team. Definitely love the project that they have. And again, with every day of trading, I always post my watch list within like Twitter and the Discord, and along with a lot of other traders, they'll post what they're watching. And there's no charge whatsoever. It's not like I need to go to join a chat room to watch a scan or whatever. You know, everything is free of charge. It's really just giving back to the community. Okay, so I'll do how many people. Let's go ahead. How many people are subbed right now? 524 people are subbed right now, and we have over 50,000 views. That's just, it's phenomenal. 50,000 views. You know, first starting out, it was crazy that I had more than 5 subs. So having the ability to 524 subs, you know, I don't take anyone for granted. I always highlight that. I take no one for granted. Everyone's time's precious. It doesn't matter if you're the CEO of whatever and you think that you own the world, or if you're just working minimum wage. I mean, you know, money shouldn't value, or basically it shouldn't dictate someone's time. You know, it shouldn't say because you make this amount of money that you're more valuable to society than this person. You know, everyone, like I said, personality is what brings the world to life. So I think it's always funny if you look at the analogy of you have, you know, someone that's CEO or whatever, and then you have someone that's working minimum wage, but then they win the lottery and now they have $100 million. You know, you never know what position someone's going to be in tomorrow. You know, today they could be a fry cook. Tomorrow they could have $100 million. You know, you just never know. Always treat everyone with respect. That's just a given, you know. That's just very important. I knew it was coming. I was waiting. When I was speaking, I was looking in the corner of my eye, and I was like, I haven't seen it change yet. Oh, man. Yeah. Volatility loves to get me. He loves to get me. I'm trying to scoop up some XSBC at the moment. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, it's definitely. I'm actually going to go very heavy in this coin myself. I mean, it just speaks for itself. I really don't even have to advocate for it. You know, just going back to the screen. I mean, what other coin has taken the time to develop this? Let's just be honest. What developer do I know? I mean, there's very few developers that are actually open, that are actually going to speak with you, you know, in a large amount of time, that are... Tim, thank you for joining the Wolfpack. Look at the little doggy. Oh my goodness. I forgot all about him. That's awesome. He's a cute little feller. Oh, the Tennessee's coming out of me. Watch out. But it really just speaks for itself. It truly does. You know, they've brought a product that everyone needs. Everyone. It doesn't matter if you own a cryptocurrency or you have a business. If you have an internet connection, you need security. It's just, I mean, I don't have to explain that. You need security. And these individuals are the ones that, I mean, they already have multiple clients. You know, they can't disclose what clients they have, but of course, they have multiple clients. I mean, people are reaching out to them constantly. They're very busy. Don't get me wrong. They're a very busy team. So, you know, I definitely appreciate all the time that they've been able to give me. You know, with the development of Circuit, they really helped me get a better understanding of what goes into the creation of a cryptocurrency. I mean, it's not easy like a lot of people may think. He's chasing Mr. Kitty, now I understand the face. That's awesome. I guess, yeah, I mean, yeah, he was. Oh, that's good. All right, back to Mr. Kitty. There we are. All right. Well, we've been going for about 2 hours now. It flew by for me. Jeez. I hope everyone's definitely enjoyed their time. I appreciate all the support. I truly do. It means the world to me. I love to do live streams with everyone, to be able to converse, answer any questions you guys have, look at any stocks, any cryptocurrencies, any off-the-wall questions you have. You know, I'm here for it. You know, I just want to ensure that I stay active. I haven't been posting a lot of day trading videos lately, unfortunately, just because a lot of time has been engulfed by the development, or basically, you know, working towards the development of the cryptocurrency. But I haven't forgot about everybody. That's why, you know, I'm trying to stay as active as possible, you know, giving any information that I can to help people become better day traders and also better cryptocurrency traders, you know. It doesn't only have to be day trading within the stock market. You could day trade cryptocurrencies. So, but all right, if we don't have any more questions, go ahead and do the outro. All right, this is Jonathan, Mr. Kitty with Lone Wolf Day Trading. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate it, and stay green.